pleasure to be here. I started out many years ago. I'm a certified arborist with the International Society of Arboriculture, and I worked with Friends of the Urban Forest. I was the fairy godmother to the 22,000 square trees. I ran the maintenance program there, and I'm very familiar with many species of trees. I'm also a landscape designer, and my specialty is sustainability. I'm a big fan of native plants, but I live in a culturally diverse environment, and I welcome immigrants and natives alike. There's another thing to think about. There are a few young people in this room under the age of 20, but I think all of us, probably actually from the day that we're born, we're in decline. And I don't think we need to be removed. But we could actually be cared for. And that is, the report is an excellent report in a certain sense. One of the most well-reputed companies, Sports Science, provided that report. And I would never repudiate anything that they said, but they were asked to provide a visual report. It's a casual report. It's nothing in detail. And perhaps the slant at which they were asked to provide a report could be different than if you were to say, how could we preserve our canyons of trees? Those trees that are 75 to 100 years old represent our overstory. And we need our overstory here in San Francisco. There wasn't one before. We weren't here before. What was it needed for? But now that we inhabit this place, really, instead of Chicago being the Windy City, San Francisco could be called the Windy City. And that's with these trees. Think of it without. They provide wind buffer, they provide noise obfuscation, they provide beauty, they provide habitat. I have never ever seen a raptor land in a rose bush or in a ceanothus tree. They need something bigger to hold them up. They're large-bodied. And these trees provide such a wonderful sensibility. It's the character of our canyon. And the canyon is an urban wildland. We have a wonderful arboretum in Golden Gate Park, but that's not what Glen Canyon Park is about. And this is our opportunity to voice our feelings as neighbors, as the community of Glen Canyon, to say, we want to maintain that character. So that is what I feel, and that as a certified arborist, these trees can be maintained, they can be cared for rather than killed. Pruning, end weight reduction, there are many techniques that are prevalent throughout the world, particularly in England. You see trees that are 500 years old, and by the way, eucalyptus live for several hundred years. They don't just live for 75 years and die. And they live as a community. Their roots are sharing each other's strength. There's mycorrhizal fungi. Trees in a forest are skinny. They're not individual species trees. If you go into a native forest up on Mount Tam, for example, the bay forests up there, those are skinny little trees, many of them lean. It doesn't mean they're unhealthy. That is the way they are. They support each other. You begin taking those away and you destroy the community. I'm really happy to be here with the community. I don't want anybody to leave this community. And I don't want my trees to leave, and I hope you don't either. Thank you.